Hi guys, it's Ultraviolet Morgan. I'm going to do just a mini analysis, if that's what it is. This is from because I'm rewatching some things. I'm catching up on the whole Destiel dynamic. And this is from season 6/18, and it really doesn't have anything to do with Destiel. So, couple of prefaces. One, I now ship Destiel hardcore full-time. This began when, number two, this post is going to contain, or this is gonna contain spoilers for the entire series. Back to number one, my full-time shipping of Destiel began when Cass told Dean he loved him. I really didn't think it was going to be canon, and they made it canon, but then they kind of left it open for people to say it wasn't canon. It's just a big confusion. If you're here, you know. But yeah, so if you hate Destiel or Destielers, or Hellers as we proudly call ourselves, this is probably not the video for you, even though this isn't about Destiel. It is about a topic common to a lot of Destielers and a lot of other people about the ending. And so, you know, I'm trying to watch. I know a lot of people are like, I'm not ready to watch, to rewatch because the pain is raw, the pain is new of the ending. And I had that for a couple of days, and then I sort of, you know, was like, okay, I can actually sort of blat out the ending, especially the more that I think about the finale, the more it doesn't fit the pattern of other finales, it doesn't fit the pattern of other shows, and so I'm more able to kind of brush it off. But watching season 5 and 6 is like a constant stabbing at all the reasons why you know that the finale episode and the way that the boys ended up is wrong. All the reasons your brain is screaming at you that the finale is wrong, and all the reasons your brain is screaming at you that the people who don't or who love the ending, and you're feeling like, where were you during the show that I just watched? Because you're just feeling like this isn't right. So yeah, it's constant, pretty much. Either something that will really parallel Cass's love confession, or something that makes me just want to cry and say, see why this was wrong. So anyway, I'm talking longer than the scene, but I'm going to play it. So, it's just, so this is season 6, episode 8, Fronteirland. They're back in the West. They went to find Samuel Colt, and Samuel Colt is going to say some things that hit me a little close to home.
So what? You can really just sit there?
I've given my whole life to this. I'm done.
So it doesn't matter what happens?
No, it doesn't.
So everything you did, it all means nothing?
So that's the whole of that clip, actually. And it's just the sense that that's exactly how a lot of us felt about the ending, that it shined a light on the whole series, that made it feel like it all meant nothing. And people who are like, you know, Dean spent his whole life hunting, and he deserves to rest now. It really, really mirrors this scene for me. So, and of course, the results of this interaction is going to be that Sam is going to convince Samuel Colt that he's not done, you know, to continue on. And I don't know if he may possibly die shortly after this. I can't remember, but Colt is like in his 60s or something. And also, there's another thing. I mean, here that a lot of people say, well, hunters die young. Hunters die young. So again, that's refuted. And of course, Sam doesn't die young. He gives up hunting. Maybe, we don't know. Sam. To me, Sam's whole story is just a fantasy because we don't know any. There's no support to it. You know, supposedly he gets married. We don't know if he continues hunting, if the monsters keep coming after him, or if he somehow retires, which they tell us is impossible. It really doesn't. It's like feel good, but it doesn't make any sense, and they didn't have it make any sense. So, yeah, so those are some of my complaints about the finale and my reflections upon watching this part of season 6. I just feel like a lot of the conversations feel really pointed towards the ending, which, if you understand what I mean by that, I'm not like, I don't, I know they all came before the ending, and they're not, obviously, they're not, it's not a conspiracy or something like that. But it's just, so much evidence in the body of the work that the ending, for why I feel all fans should feel as frustrated by the ending as me. And I'm sorry, I don't really want to take away, I do and I don't, I guess, other people's joy and happiness or whatever, the peace they found in the ending. Like, I know it feels kind of mean to say, well, if you're okay with it, I don't want you to be okay with it, but there's just a frustration that people can be satisfied with that no, I mean, I don't know. That people can be satisfied with that and then argue also that we should all be satisfied with it. And now I feel like I've read people say the writers, they don't owe you anything, they don't owe the fans anything or whatever. But I mean, we are the ones who tune in to watch this show. We're the ones who make them successful. And yeah, I think they owe us a good show. They owe us our best. And they owe us, after 15 years, I think they owe us better, and they owe the characters better, than to leave us feeling like they have betrayed everything that the show is about. And I don't know why somehow there's a whole contingency of people who feel like the show is about the exact opposite of what it's about, and who feel like our complaints are just not valid and they're just whining and complaining, when I just feel like there's tons and tons of evidence that the finale was, in just every regard, the wrong choice. So that has been my first little meta-analysis, super long analysis of a tiny, tiny little bit of the show. If you like the way that I think, you've already seen the show, and you want to hear my thoughts on it that include all of the spoilers, click on the subscribe button and then hit the bell for notifications. And you can select all notifications or I don't know, some notifications, highlights. I'd go with all the notifications. That's just my recommendation. because you might miss something really cool. I don't know how they decide what to highlight. If you liked my analysis, please give me a thumbs up and leave some comments down below because I'd really like to hear back. And if you're a regular subscriber or viewer to this channel, let me know, what do you think about the new supernatural content? Do you enjoy it? Do you prefer, do you like me? Do you like both? Or do you prefer only tarot content? Or do you want more tarot content? Or do you want more supernatural content? And do you want some weird sort of combination? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys. Have a great day. And, Team Free Will.